I love that. I can't help but love it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima, and I'm going to skip the intro video. This is the Japanese version of Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. I imported it from Japan, like, last year, beginning of last year. And I paid $100 for it, and I never played it. I never played it! Good lord, I'm an idiot. So, what is this game? Well, for those of you who don't know, Yamaha came up with this technology they called Vocaloid, or at least there's probably some sort of backstory I'm not completely aware of, but they did come up with this technology called Vocaloid, and Vocaloid is the attempt of making basically a computer sing with a human-like voice. And apparently Sega really liked this idea because they started making games about it. And there was this one Vocaloid voice that got really popular really fast in Japan, and that's Hatsune Miku. And so Sega obviously just, took that and ran with it and came up with the Project Diva series. Project Diva F is the first one that came out on the Vita, and it will be coming to America sometime in the next couple of months. It's already out on the PlayStation 3 in America. I got really annoyed with that, honestly. That was so annoying. The game came out on Vita first, then it came out on PS3, then we got the PS3 version, and everybody in the PlayStation blog commenting on it, like 90% of people were like, where's the Vita version? Where's the Vita version? So this game is basically a rhythm game, although I wouldn't really call it a rhythm game, because there's like this whole other portion of it that almost makes it like a dollhouse. So I would kind of call it a sort of dollhouse game with a rhythm game stuck onto it. So I'm going to load my game here. The one on top is my game. I accidentally made a second copy of my save. This is what happens when you play Japanese games, folks. If you can't read what you're doing, sometimes you might do really silly stuff. So I've got about 3 hours in this game so far. I figured that'd be enough to go through and show what it's all about. Here we are on the main menu. Now this is the Japanese version, as I said in the intro there on the title screen. But yeah, I can't read any of this, but I will go through as much as I can that I understand. So here, this is where you go to play songs. That's your house for your divas. I don't get that either. Your store, where you can buy stuff. That's your video editing suite. Yes, there is actually video editing in this game. I'll explain it in a little while. There's an AR functionality where you can make the little, divas do poses and other sort of stuff using AR cards. I'm not going to show that off because, why would I show that off? Your online functions are here. Your high score lists. Your uploading songs, and there's also an ad hoc mode where I think you can play head-to-head. Do not quote me on that because I do not know. Here, this is the records. I will go... No, this isn't actually the records. These are the options, isn't it? No, this is the records. So you can see all my stats here. I'm pretty sure this is obvious. My 6 divas are over there. As you can see, I've played through about 2/3 of the game's song list, and Miku is like at the very top there because she has like a good 3/4 of the songs in this game. As you can also see down there, I think that's my completion, my average rating for the songs on those difficulties. Yeah, I don't do so well. What's this down here? Yeah, this is the high scores for all my stuff. So as you can see, I've played a lot of the songs on easy. You unlock songs in this game by playing the previous songs, so as you can see, you get these 4 songs here unlocked by default, and then the rest of them come along as you beat those other songs. And there are 4 difficulty levels: easy, normal, hard, and extreme. I've just barely scraped by on normal, and hard I can't even get close. And if we take a look here, you can see the high scores for the songs and the amount of times I've played, and the maximum combo, which is the second thing, and your rating. I got excellent twice on those 2 difficulties. What's this down here? This is I actually don't have a clue because I can't read it. And this is a sort of information card that a lot of Japanese games have where they take all your stuff. If you've played Metal Gear Solid 2, you will recognize something similar like that in there. Although they actually use it for a story point in this, and most Japanese games use it for, just for getting statistics on their players. Your options here, you've got I can't remember what half of these do actually. I know, yeah, background music, sound effects, and you can also turn down the click sounds. I'm just going to leave it on default so you can see how annoying it is. I mean, I find it annoying, but some people won't. I can understand why, but still it's annoying. And I don't remember what these do. I know one of these options is use the rear touchscreen or the front touchscreen to hit the star notes, or both. I want to keep it, I think I want to keep it where it was at, so if I just leave it like that, hopefully that's correct. I'm not 100% sure what that is, and I'm not 100% sure what that is. I know there's settings that some people will want to change, I just cannot remember them. I looked them up earlier, and that's save and load, I believe. Okay, so let's go and actually have a look at the game. The game itself is like a really... Yeah, these loading screens are kind of odd. So, you got your 3 modes here. That's, the one on the right is the mode that lets you play songs that you've downloaded or edited. The one in the middle is the normal songs, and the one on the left is tutorial. I wish that would go away. I wish I could hide it, but whatever. It selects this one by default, so I don't have a problem with it. So, as you can see, here's the song list. You can sort by all sorts of different little sort things by going to this. I usually just sort it by the default because this actually sorts it by, I think it sorts it by relative to... I don't know what it sorts it by. Yeah, pressing triangle, I have no idea what that does. As you can see, you can play every song you unlock on easy, normal straight away, but on hard, if you want to play them on hard, you have to beat them on normal. And I haven't beaten any of the songs on hard yet, like, well enough. But I think if you beat them on hard, you unlock them on extreme. So, yeah, don't take my word on that. I'm going to play an easy, a normal, and a hard song just to show you the difficulty differences between them. I hit select, so that just brings up the tutorial. So yeah, none of this is going to be in English. None of these songs are in English. Also, that is a really, really unpleasant picture to look at. That's just odd. But I'm going to just pick a song and play it. I particularly like this one because it shows you how good the graphics are, but it also shows you one of my main problems with the game at the same time. And considering I'm playing on easy, this should be relatively easy for me to commentate over. I'll turn the sound up just a little bit on the game. Loading times are a little long, but remember I am on a cartridge, so that does actually happen. I believe if I go to this, I can select... Actually, to be honest, I have no idea what this stuff does. And here... I have no idea what this stuff does. Oh, I know what it is! Help items and challenge items. Crap, I haven't been in this menu yet. Well, I think it's pretty obvious what these would do. I mean, like, it's pretty obvious if you can read Japanese, obviously. But, you know, if it's a help item, it'll probably give you a boost. If it's a challenge item, it'll probably, you know, make it harder. But I won't be using any of them. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, button sound effect and the scratch sound effect. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go with the default Miku. I have no idea why it's default, because I have actually put accessories on Miku, and she should be wearing them. But I guess not, so we're just going to go straight to the song. You gotta remember it starts up straight away, because you might get caught off guard by an early note. Uh-oh. Great. Alright, so star notes are the weirdest type of note in this game. You have to use the front screen or the rear screen to hit them. And I accidentally selected the rear touchscreen. I completely lost my train of thought there. Okay, so the idea of this game, it is a basic rhythm game. So as you can see, the idea is you've got to hit the correct symbol as it passes over the very middle of the shape that it's going to. And you may notice that it's actually going all over the goddamn place. There's also technical zones. I don't know if they give you a point bonus for finishing a technical zone while hitting all the notes in the right place. But but I don't know. So you do get different amounts of points if you hit them like at the wrong times. Like if you hit it perfectly, you get a cool. If you hit it just barely, you get a safe. And there's this sad, and then there's worse, which is missing them completely. There's also a bonus. Well, it's not so much a bonus as a detriment. If you hit a thing as it's going over, like the wrong button, so if that goes right over the middle and I hit X instead of circle, it'll actually give me a detriment for that. There's also that bar down the bottom you got to deal with. That's your score. In a sense, you can see your actual score in the top right, but that bar down the bottom is basically your succession meter. On Rock Band, that's your stars. On Guitar Hero, I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah, it's actually a lot harder to get complete songs in this than it is in like a game like Rock Band, because if you don't get enough points, you will not pass the song, like no matter what happens. So you have to get the song. You have to get perfect as much as possible. So I just entered chance time, which basically multiplies all the point values by 5. So if you need a lot of points really quickly, do really well in this section. And if you fill up that star, you'll get a star point thing. Yeah, see that star note there? You hit that correctly and it gives you an even bigger bonus. So, yeah. This game is a lot more unforgiving than your typical rhythm game from America, because you have to get as many notes as you possibly can, and I just inched over to great territory, which isn't that amazing, but I mean, doing that while I've commentated over the whole entire song is actually pretty good. Okay, so I got... That was loud. So I got a great there. There's great, there's standard, which I just barely missed. Excellent, and then there's something on top of that which I do not know because I have not been there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and show off the rest of the game now that I'm going to go back to the songs and show off normal and hard difficulties, but that was just a quick look at the game to keep you enticed while I go through all the other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the store first because I feel that's the most necessary thing. Remember what I said about the game feeling like a big dollhouse with a rhythm game attached? I wasn't kidding. So here we've got choices. I've got my 6 Divas unlocked, and I can choose all sorts of different costumes for them. So as you can see, I can get a Yukata, I think that is. That's I have no idea what that is. Also, you can see her accessories that I put on her. Or should I say her accessory. What else we got? We got Miku in a schoolgirl outfit. We got Miku in, what the hell is that? I have no idea. And Miku looking nothing like Miku, mainly because of the bloody colours. And you've also got stuff over here, like you got all sorts of different little accessories, like devil horns and just one little bit of hair going up there, and you got cat ears. And they all cost DP, and you earn DP by successfully finishing songs. And the higher your difficulty is, the more DP you get. Silly glasses, a mask, a doctor's mask, an eye patch that's green, really reflective sunglasses. Yeah, why the hell not? I've got the DP to spare. And you've got a cat bell, because why the goddamn hell not? And you got backpacks, and whatever that is. Oh, it's a rabbit's tail. Because whatever, right? Okay, so also over here we've got stuff for her room, or the rooms, which I will, be showing them off any minute now. But I will, actually no, I won't buy that because that's boring, it's just a colour change. But I will buy just a couple of things. Like, you've got all these different types of things you can have. And every idol in the game, there's 6 of them, and every idol in their game actually gets a separate room. So you have to get, if you want to be styling their rooms up, it's going to cost a ton of DP, because you're going to have to go through and buy supplies for every single one of their rooms. I already have one of those, so I can show that off. What is that, Blu-ray player? No, it looks like some sort of audio mixing equipment. I'll buy the goldfish bowl. There's also these little events that you can... Jesus Christ, what's that? I actually haven't been in this menu for ages, so I wouldn't have a goddamn clue what this is. And there's also presents over here which you can give, so I'm going to buy a couple of them and see if any of them sell for any sort of special events. I managed to set off one where one of the idols just came in and they both started playing Xtreme. You can buy them donuts, and she'll leave the donuts on, like, at the head of her bed forever. That is really weird. I'll just buy a couple of things to give to her, because I'm a lonely old person like that. Trampoline or gate, that's I'll get a teddy bear, I guess. And a mirror. Alright, so now that we've gone and bought a bunch of stuff from the store, you can also get to the store, like, any time from inside the Diva room. But it takes a lot of loading time, so if you want to, like, do a bunch of stuff at once, go buy a lot of stuff before you go into the Diva's room. Alright, so I'm here with this guy. Unfortunately, the only name of the Diva I know is Miku, and Miku's room is around here somewhere, so I need to swap to her room. And Miku's this thing I bought all the stuff for, because, you know, I'm a lonely old coot. So, oh god, she's sleeping! Not again! By the way, there's those donuts I was talking about. And flour and the... What's she eating there? Project F. And also, you can touch her to do things to her. For example, give the little kitty a rub on the head and she eventually grows to like you a bit more. Okay, apparently she got pissed at me. And she ended the thing willingly. Alright, so what I'm going to do... No, I don't think I want to use that. Oh yeah, this is going to be the clothes customization, isn't it? Yeah, I got to learn to look at the icons before I do stuff, but we can show it off at least. Suit, cat ears, her glasses, cap bell, and pom pom as a tail. I'm pretty sure... Oh yeah, this is save and loading outfits, so if you want to save and load outfits, then, you know, go right ahead. I'm pretty sure there are some deletions and stuff as well. So, okay, I think that's that. Then it'll take us back to the idol room now. Oh no, that's the store. God damn it, I told you there was long loading times if you try and do anything related to the store. Alright, so I think I can press X to go back now. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to get her to wear that silly little costume that I put on her, like when she's doing a song. As you can see down the bottom right there, they actually have affection levels, and you can round up their affection levels by giving them presents and stuff, which I do plan on doing. That's for putting musical instruments down, I believe. I believe that's for presents. Okay, here we go. I think this is what I wanted to do. So, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. So I can go through here and I can just, like, change all this stuff up if I want to. Give her an actual TV. I'm just giving her all this stuff. And that takes me back to the store. God damn it. Alright, so we back out of that. And Miku is now lying on her new bed with a new table and stuff, and she's got a goldfish up there. So let's... I believe this is giving her presents? Yes. So let's give her the cupcakes and see how she reacts. Yeah, that was a bit odd, wasn't it? That was really strange. And it's a bit weird, just continually giving gifts to these non-existent people. Oh, and they always make that reaction when you give them an object. It's always putting their hands up. It's like, oh, it's a thing. You've given me so many things on so many occasions, and this is still kind of surprising. Let's give her the teddy bear. Oh, it's a thing. Here's a special event. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. Yeah, I'm serious. You're just consistently giving Miku stuff, and she likes you better, and you can do this with all the other idols too. So this is basically a dollhouse where you can neglect one person and they will not give a shit. It's kind of freaky, to be honest. This is where they list all the special events, so if I just scroll down, I should be able to see a couple that I unlocked earlier. As you can see, this is the donuts one. Just because they have that specific character as the image for that doesn't mean that they are the one who unlocked it. I did this all with Miku. Yeah, God, I keep calling it a trombone and a trampoline. Christ, I can't even remember what it is. That musical instrument, whatever the fuck it is yeah. I wonder if Miku will play that game with me that she played with me earlier. It's a weird game. It's like a weird version of rock, paper, scissors, but I'm wondering if I can get her to play again. Also, you can use rear touch, and yeah, that happens. It's like I'm giving her an electric shock across the back. But what am I trying to accomplish here? There was this weird version of rock, paper, scissors that I ended up playing with her for 15 minutes because we kept getting ties and it was ridiculous, and I was hoping I could get that to go off again. Because this is literally all I did. Okay, nope, she's gone pissed again. Brilliant. And as you can see, she refuses to talk to you again if you've pissed her off, mostly. I know there was a way you could play a really silly game with her that was like rock, paper, scissors, but you had to do two things in order to get her to actually do anything, but for the life of me, I can't remember how to get that game back up. So, yeah. And I imagine all of them have their own tiny little games to play as well, so it's a bit weird. It is really like a dollhouse, I swear. It's really odd. Really, really odd. And the weird thing is, during those little sections, they actually sound fine, but during the songs, sometimes they sound really, really robotic. And that's weird to me. I mean, it's the uncanny valley of they're really close to looking human, but they try to be too human, and at the same time, they just look really weird and out of place. And like, I'd feel better if it was an actual robot with the singing voice instead of, you know, actual something that looks like a human. But that's just me! Because I'm crazy! I'm goddamn crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the video editing suite now. This is really weird, by the way. So what you can do is, and I'm not kidding about this, you can take pretty much any song in the catalog of songs that you like, or even bring in your own MP3s and construct your own 3D dance video around it and your own levels around it. And you can actually share them without like the MP3s, if you use the MP3, on the internet and let other people download them. So just for the fuck of it, I'm just going to load my one MP3 that I have loaded on this to test this little function out. You've also got a, I don't know what that does, but this is like an automatic beats per second calculator, so I'm just going to turn this down real quick so I speak louder than the music. Oh, right, I gotta... Yeah, as you can tell, it's a beats per minute calculator. It's nothing special. So if you need to calculate your beats per minute, you can do it with that. Now... Oh yeah, this is a list of all the locations. Do not expect me to be doing anything with this video editor more than just a quick... Oh, look at this. This is actually kind of amazing. Because this is all in Japanese, and I have not taken the time to learn it. I might take the time to learn it if I do get around to purchasing this game and when it comes out in English. But Jesus Christ, this is so complex that I'm really surprised. So we're just going to load right in and, you know, take a look at this. So look at this. If I said that my video editing software that I use to edit my YouTube videos looked nothing like this, I would be lying out of my teeth. This is actually really complex. This is actually really damn complex. There's so many different little things you can do in this video editor. Yep, did not mean to do that. Considering... Yeah. So, if I just... Stop! As you can see, I'm kindly confused already. If you press square, it lets you do things and other things, and if you press start, there's all these things, and it's just look at all this shit. Look at it. It's just, you can edit so much about all these goddamn songs. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. If I press circle, I can add stuff and it's just, it's a really, really complex video editor that's very, very close to something like my, it's really, really close to something like my video editing software. It's nuts. It's completely and utterly nuts how complex this thing is. I swear to God, this is just, like, say if yeah, as you can tell, you actually have really finite control over everything in the video. Camera angles, movement, your button placements, anything you could imagine in this, like, anything you'd imagine that you would want to do on this related to this game, you can do it through this. I swear to God. It's just, there's so many controls and it's all so complex. It's ridiculous. But yeah, not even going to try and learn how to use that while I've got my, while this is in the Japanese version. So I'm just going to turn the music back up. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back and show off one of the, I'm going to sneeze. One of the custom songs that I downloaded. It is based off the soundtrack to Another Thing, which I cannot find because, bloody hell, don't expect me to figure out how to pirate Japanese music for a video. So I'm just going to play this Check My Soul because this is all, like, I mean, like, they use the default assets from the game, but they do, you know, it does have its own little sense, its own little dancing to it, and its own dance routine, its own camera angles, pretty much anything you could think of. And I'm just going to use one of these songs at random because I don't want to piss anybody off with Lost Souls in Endless Time once more. Alright, so we got our Vocaloids there, you've got your options for your scratch and your... See, now look at this nonsense! So yeah, this isn't actually the song that's supposed to go with it, but all this camera work here... Yeah, all this camera work here was basically done custom by the guy who made this song. And as you can see, if you completely fail, it's called a miscrossed take. I have no idea what that means. I know it's been changed in the English version to mean something, to say something else, because I looked it up on a wiki. And I know a lot of other stuff has been changed in this to just be different in the English version. But, at the same time, I don't know, and I'm really not going to find out. So I'm just going to back out of this menu here. I'm not going to show off the AR or the internet stuff, because the AR is like the most obvious thing ever, and this is just, you know, connect to someone via ad hoc and play them, or go on the internet server and download song charts. It's not very interesting stuff. So with that said, I'm going to play a song on medium and hard just to justify the fact that this video is probably a ton longer than it needs to be, but I did try and be like as you know, good as possible, like showing as everything as I could. What do I think of this game? Well, there is one problem that I have. Well, I actually have two problems with the game. One, I didn't mention this while I was playing because I completely forgot to, because I'm a big tool. But when I was playing, you may have noticed that I was having trouble hitting some of the notes. Well, half of that was because I was commentating, obviously. But the other half was because some of these videos are really bright and really... It's kind of hard to, you know, see where the things are popping up because everything is so bright and colourful. You can't get your eyes to pay attention to what you're actually supposed to be looking at. I tried going in like a clockwise direction, and I tried like darting my eyes all over the place. All that did was make my eyes hurt. The buttons can tend to come up in really random places. It's not like Guitar Hero where they all come down one straight line. It's not like Beat Mania where it's all off to the left or something. They come in all over the place, and that really annoys me. It really does. I like games like Beat Mania and Guitar Hero and Rock Band better because they all have the notes coming in somewhere you can keep your eyes on all the time. I assume that's, I don't assume, I presume that's what makes this game less difficult than some of the other rhythm games, because you have to keep your eyes on the entire screen, so like doing a massive thing like Through the Fire and Flames, like credits in Guitar Hero 3 is impossible with that amount of notes, because you have to be constantly looking around the screen. It would make you tired really goddamn fast. I also have another problem. The music, there is about 32 songs in this game, and I've been through all 20 of them, and I've been through 20 of them, and I've been through those 20 in like an hour and a half. So, actually, it's more like 2 hours and 2.5 hours at this point. But yeah, there's not that many songs. If you're one of those people who like to pick up a rhythm game and play through all the songs and then put it down, yeah, you're not going to get that much out of this. The PS3 version actually got 5 the Japanese Vita version, which I have here, actually got 5 DLC songs, but I can't get them without going on my Japanese Vita. So I'm kind of screwed there. It's kind of annoying because I have no idea if this is actually going to like carry over to the American version or not. I don't know if they're going to sell the Japanese DLC songs with the game, or if they're going to make them a DLC pack, but even then that only brings the game up to 37 songs or something like that. So yeah, the number of songs isn't that amazing, and this is entirely my personal taste, right? This next part is entirely my personal taste. None of these songs interest me. God, I actually kind of like rhythm games, and I like listening to music I've never listened to before while having a game element to keep me interested in both the game and the music. But I've played through a good half of the library in this game. I'm just going to go change my settings again because goddamn, I'm not playing with the touch notes on the rear touchpad. I've played through half of the songs in this game, and I can't find one that I could say are more than mildly can listen to without going insane because I get pissed because the song is so bad. All of the songs in this game are well produced, well, mostly well sung. Sometimes it sounds a bit robotic. That's kind of what happens with Vocaloids, I guess. And like they're well sung, they're well scripted, they're well you know, it feels like a good song. It just isn't holding my interest. And that is kind of disappointing because I was hoping that this game would actually have some really good music. Someone suggested I tried out the Black Rock Shooter song, which I will actually be playing on hard, while I won't be talking because playing on hard is next to impossible. Also, that's a really weird image. But it's just, I've played through 20-something songs. Like, how many have I played through here? I've played through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've played through 21 songs out of about 32, and none of them have been above, I like this song-ish. Like, I like the song enough to listen to it. I can tolerate everything I've heard. I can tolerate everything I've heard quite well. I just don't like it as much. The libraries in Citus, Lambda, and DJ Max Technica Tune, and Beat Mania 2DX20 Tricore, which I've actually been playing on my computer, they're all better, in my opinion, than this game. It's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, oh well, it's really just kind of disappointing, isn't it? Would I recommend this game to people? That's a fairly good question. At the full price of $40, I wouldn't have bought it again. Not a chance. If it comes out at $20 or less, which is very, very unlikely, I will probably buy it again just to have the English version. Because the English version will have English translated lyrics. It won't have English actual lyrics, it'll have English translated lyrics down the bottom. But it won't have English actual lyrics. If I can get it for $20 or less, I'll buy it again. But if I have to get it for $30 or $40 or something like that, yeah, you're not gonna get my money, Sega. Not again. I already paid $100 for this. I'm not gonna pay more than $20 to replace this. For people who are looking into this sort of thing and might be interested, this is what the next upcoming segment's gonna be, because I'm just gonna play 3 songs that I pick at random from this song list, just to give you a little bit of a preview of what this game's like. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it unless this video has actively interested you in the game. I would not recommend buying it for more than $20. $20 maybe, if you want to play all the difficulties, if you want to customize the girls a little bit. That sounds really creepy, but if you want to customize the girls a little bit, then, you know, $20 might not be so bad. Also, yeah, Triangle plays a preview of the song. But, yeah, that's all I got to say. $20 might be worth it if you're interested, don't pay anything else. But then again, I might be biased. I paid $100 for this game, never played it till now, and found out that it wasn't actually up to my expectations. Well, maybe Project Diva F2 will do better in my books if they ever bring it over here, because I'm definitely not paying $60+ just to import that game to find it's exactly the same stuff, just with different sounding songs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the sound up, I'm going to play through 3 songs that I picked from the list, and yeah, that'll be it. I'll play 1 song on easy, 1 song on normal, and 1 song on hard, just to show you all the different difficulties. Yeah, so this has been Blue Maxima, I'll see you all next time.
なわけないでしょう。やるーグレートもう できました。
goddamn tambourine, isn't it?